Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today we're going to get to Anne Murray, and we have never done Anne Murray on the channel before, so this should be a ton of fun. And we're going to do her 1970s massively huge hit for her, Snowbird, but we're going to do a live version of the song that she did in 1996, so it should be kind of cool to see what she changes up and what the spin is on this particular song. Anne Murray was absolutely massive in Canada in the 1970s and 80s especially. She had so many hits, but this was her first really big hit, and it's a song I've always really enjoyed. All right, here we go. Anne Murray, and from my 1996 Snowbird, and it looks as though that is Jan Arden sitting beside her. And for those of you who don't know Jan Arden is also a singer-songwriter in Canada, and she had a number of hits, but one that was really well known was Insensitive, and that was actually a really nice song as well. All right, here we go. Anne Murray.
So I had to learn the words for your song.
You name a song and you name one of your songs.
That's
okay,
Jan Arden.
I'll tell you what. Let me just preface this by saying that I'll never forget the first time I heard this song. I was sitting in a CBC conference room here in Halifax, and a very shy Gene McClellan was sitting there singing me some of his songs.
He was the writer of this song, Gene.
And it was a very exciting time for me because up until that time I had been singing only other people's hits. I had been playing in little clubs, and I had never really heard any original material. And when he finished singing the songs, he just handed me the tape.
Wow.
And he said, "Here they are.
That's
to
cool.
do with what you please." So I tucked that tape under my arm. I learned how to play the songs on the guitar, took them home to Northport. Northport, for those of you who want to pinpoint it, is between Shinnemucas and Tatamagouche. It's funny, it doesn't sound so funny in Nova Scotia.
It's hilarious in Alberta.
Anyway, I took the songs home and I played them for my folks and my brothers and their wives, and the amazing thing was that everybody I played them for was every bit as excited as I, so I knew I was onto something.
Here we go.
Beneath its snowy mantle, cold and clean,
Oh, she sounds great.
the unborn grass lies waiting for its soul to turn to green. The snowbird sings a song he always sings, and speaks to me of flowers that will bloom again in spring. When I was young, my heart was young then too, and anything that it would tell me, that's the thing that I would do. But now I feel such emptiness within, for the thing that I want most in life's the thing that I can't win. Spread your tiny wings and fly away, and take the snow back with you where it came from on that day. What I love forever is untrue, and if I could, you know that I would fly away with you.
I love this song. It's so great. Now, this one is a little bit more subdued than the studio version, but I'm really enjoying it. I love the kind of acoustic feel to this song. It's really great, and her voice still sounds fantastic. She's just such an amazing artist. She's done so much for Canadian music, which kind of put us on the map a little bit. And in fact, this was the first gold record that any Canadian female solo artist had ever had. So that's absolutely tremendous. So you can see why so many people just enjoyed her and kind of put her on a bit of a pedestal, I think, because she did kind of put a lot of this sort of country, kind of easy listening music on the map. I think we were known more for more rock kind of stuff, but she really kind of, sort of helped us out in that kind of area. So I think it's very, very cool. And I get a kick out of Jan Arden. And if you don't know Jan Arden, she is a fantastic singer, but she is hilarious. She's actually had her own show for a while in Canada, and I've seen her in concert before, and she cracks me up. So if you ever do get a chance to listen to Jan, you should, because she's quite good and she's funny. All right, let's rewind this a little bit.
was young then too, and anything that it would tell me, that's the thing that I would do. But now I feel such emptiness within, for the thing that I want most in life's the thing that I can't win. Spread your tiny wings and fly away, and take the snow back with you where it came from on that day. The one I love forever is untrue, and if I could, you know that I would fly away with you. The breeze along the river seems to say that he'll only break my heart again should I decide to stay. So little snowbird, take me with you when you go to that land of gentle breezes where the peaceful waters flow. Spread your tiny wings and fly away, and take the snow back with you where it came from on that day. The one I love forever is untrue, and if I could, you know that I would fly away with you. Yeah, if I could, you know that I would fly away with you.
Nice. So yeah, you know, that was great. I really enjoyed that. Like I said, it was a little bit more, it was actually a little kind of more country sounding in a lot of ways, but it was just lovely to hear it with just the acoustic guitars. They really did a fantastic job. And, you know, Anne really did kind of influence a lot of sort of country folk or easy listening kind of female artists that were coming up. And you can tell that Jan Arden really kind of admired Anne Murray. And there are other acts like Katie Lang was another one who really, really loved Anne Murray in the beginning too. So she was very influential for a lot of those artists that we now know that came out in the 1990s. Anyway, that was fantastic. If you like Anne Murray and you'd like me to do more of her stuff, please put it down in the comments. I'll do my very best to get to as many of them as I possibly can. This song was actually the first song that was put into the Canadian Songwriters Hall of Fame. And I don't know if you heard at the beginning, they were talking about a man named Gene McLennan, and he was the one who gave her all of the songs, and he was the one who wrote this song. And he actually did record it, but I've actually never heard his version of it. I should listen to it. He put in an extra verse in his version of the song. So if anybody has actually ever heard Gene's version, put it down in the comments and let me know what it's like. I'm assuming it's probably a folky kind of country song as well, but who knows? I could be wrong. So my fun fact for the day is for those people who are into the show Family Guy. So Stewie and the boys, you know, from Family Guy, they actually decided that they were going to make a trek into Canada to track down Anne Murray to find out what the real meaning of the song Snowbird was. And she actually made a cameo appearance as the voice of herself in this particular episode of Family Guy. But when they found out that she didn't write it, they were right put out and so angry, and apparently they held her at gunpoint and gagged her and told her she had to sing this song. Now, I've never seen this episode of the show, but when I read that, I thought this is so classic Family Guy. I'm not sure how they thought she was going to sing with a gag, but anyway, that's Family Guy for you. Anyway, I think that wraps it up, everybody. But if you'd like to hear more of my videos that I've done reactions to or reviews of, just appear at the end of the video, and a couple will pop up, and maybe you might like to check them out as well. Okay, so have a joyful day, and I will see you all again next time. Bye-bye.